Denji had nothing, no money, no future, and barely enough food to survive. But after a horrifying betrayal cost him his life, he returned as Chainsaw Man, a monster feared by both humans and devils. What started as a simple dream for a better life quickly turned into one of anime's bloodiest and most shocking stories. The story opened with Denji waking up in his house, exhausted. His body was worn out because he had sold his kidney, one of his eyes, and even one of his testicles, all to pay off the debt his father had left behind. Despite everything he sacrificed, he still could not clear that debt, which had grown far too large. This left him deeply depressed. He walked alone through the forest with his devil pet, Pochita, who looked like a dog but functioned like a chainsaw. Denji loved Pochita deeply, because after his father's death, Pochita was the only companion he had left. As Denji wandered in that miserable state, a tomato devil suddenly appeared before him. Without hesitation, Denji decided to fight it and killed it quickly with the help of Pochita's chainsaw ability. This shocked the debt collectors who had come to demand their remaining money. Since Denji had nothing to offer them, he proposed that they take him onto their team and use him for their work. However, they refused, as they were already aligned with far more powerful devils and had no use for him. Denji returned home and sat with only his thoughts and his two simple wishes to eat a proper meal like bread with jam, and to have a girlfriend. But neither seemed possible given his poverty, and no one was willing to share a life with him in such conditions. He grew sad and drifted into memories of the past. One day, while Denji sat by his father's grave, his father's debt collectors arrived and attacked Pochita savagely, leaving him near death. Denji rushed to save him by giving him his own blood. When Pochita drank Denji's blood, his wounds healed and he recovered fully. From that moment, the bond between Denji and Pochita grew unbreakable. Neither could imagine life without the other. Sometime later, while Denji was at home, a car pulled up outside. The debt collectors took him with them and told him that from that point on, he would work for them. Denji was genuinely happy to hear this. But when they arrived at the group's base of operations, someone suddenly appeared behind Denji and cut him down, killing both him and Pochita in a single sword strike. In his final moments, Denji realized the truth. The debt collectors had secretly aligned themselves with a powerful zombie devil, and they had sacrificed him as an offering to seal that alliance. Soon after, a horde of zombies tore his body apart and threw him into a dumpster. But then, Pochita's blood seeped into Denji's mouth, because Pochita was a devil himself. He fused his heart with Denji's heart and gave up his own existence so that Denji could live again. Denji's body transformed, rising far beyond what it once was. When the zombies launched another attack, they found something unrecognizable standing before them. Chainsaw blades erupted from the top of Denji's head and from both of his arms. The zombie devil froze in shock. One by one, Denji tore through every zombie, and in the end, he destroyed the zombie devil itself in a single, devastating strike. When the slaughter was over, a government squad arrived at the scene. Their leader was a young woman named Makima. She and her team stood in stunned silence as they took in the sight, every corner soaked in blood, zombie corpses everywhere, and at the center of it all, Denji, standing in his chainsaw form. Makima knew exactly what she was looking at. She worked to hunt and eliminate devils alongside her team, so she understood devil power well. She walked up to Denji and pulled him into a tight embrace. At her touch, he shifted back into his human form. Then Makima looked at him and asked whether he would agree to spend his life by her side. She laid out the terms plainly: agree, and he would be allowed to live; refuse, and she would kill him on the spot. Denji, who had dreamed of having a girlfriend his whole life and saw Makima as the best chance he would ever get, agreed without a second thought. The two of them then made their way toward the city where Makima lived, as Denji was now under her care and tasked with protecting people from dangerous devil monsters. Along the way, Makima treated him like a pet dog, knowing well that the heart of his beloved Pochita still beat inside him. Because of this, a rope-like pull appeared in the middle of his chest, and whenever he tugged on it, he transformed instantly into Chainsaw Man. After demonstrating this, Makima handed him a shirt to wear, and together they headed to a hotel where they sat down for a meal. Denji was starving. At the hotel, Makima told him that Pochita had been his truest friend, and that she understood Pochita still lived on inside him. Those words struck Denji deeply. No one had ever spoken to him that warmly before. Most people had ignored or looked down on him, but Makima spoke to him with genuine affection. From that moment, he began to develop feelings for her. They then proceeded to the office, where Makima presented him with the official team uniform, which Denji put on. She also introduced him to Aki, a young man already working on the team whose job was to hunt and destroy devil monsters. Denji and Aki were to work together as partners. Denji did not like the arrangement, and had no desire to work alongside him, but he had no say in the matter. Before they headed out, Makima straightened Denji's tie, and the two boys left together. Once they were away from the office, Aki led him to a secluded spot and attacked him without warning. Aki believed that someone like Denji, poor and rough around the edges, was not cut out for the team. He thought him weak and beat him badly. But just as Aki turned to leave, Denji launched himself at him from behind and knocked him unconscious, proving that he was far from helpless. He did not stop there, he kept striking until Aki finally apologized. Only then did they both make their way back to Makima's office. There, Denji told Makima directly that he refused to work with Aki, since Aki had made it clear he did not want him around either. Aki, for his part, tried to defend himself, insisting the dislike went both ways. But Makima had already understood the full picture. She turned to Aki and told him plainly that Denji was no ordinary person. He had started as a human and then transformed into a devil, which made his body far more powerful than any normal member of the team. This revelation shook Aki, who had no knowledge of Denji's true nature before that moment. Makima then looked at both of them and told them they would continue working together until one of them died. That was final. When they left the office, Aki pulled Denji aside and told him he was lucky. As a devil, Makima had chosen to keep him alive rather than eliminate him. But Aki made something else clear. If he himself ever tried to leave the team, Makima would kill him without hesitation. That was the rule. No one walked away from the team while they were still breathing. The two then arrived at the house they would share, and Denji was overjoyed to sit down to a proper, delicious meal, something he had never experienced before in his poverty-stricken life. He savored every bite, genuinely happy for the first time in a long while. Aki watched him quietly, growing somber as he began to piece together just how harsh Denji's life had been before all of this. Not long after, they received a call from the police and were dispatched to a house where a man had turned into a fiend. Fiends were humans infected by devils who then became consumed by violent, murderous impulses. This particular man had already killed several people by the time Denji and Aki arrived. The moment Denji stepped into the room and laid eyes on the fiend, he moved instantly, killing him in a matter of seconds using nothing but an axe. This stunned Aki, who had fully expected Denji to transform. Denji told him flatly that he did not need to transform every single time for a job like this. There was no need for that kind of power, and his bare hands were enough. Aki did not take that well. He snapped at Denji, telling him that safety had to come first. Because fiends were not to be underestimated, they carried the strength of devils, and his own family had been slaughtered by one right in front of his eyes. They swept the rest of the room carefully, but found nothing more. They reported everything to the police and returned to Makima. Back at the office, Denji had only one thing on his mind: getting close to Makima. It was then that Makima informed both of them about a new addition to their team, a girl named Power. She was to work alongside them from that point on. Denji took an immediate dislike to her. She was loud, blunt, and exhausting to be around. She constantly spoke about wanting to kill something for the blood, as she had a deep obsession with it. Mid-conversation, Power suddenly picked up the scent of a devil monster somewhere nearby. Without a word, she sprinted toward him. He was standing in the middle of the road. She leapt from a building above, came crashing down, and crushed him in a single blow with her hammer. Then she stood over the body, absolutely delighted with herself. Denji did not approve of what Power had done and made that clear to Makima, who had arrived at the scene with her team to investigate. Makima turned to both of them and demanded to know why the monster had been killed without her authorization. She had given no such order, and on her team, every action required her direct command. Her anger was visible, and Power, desperate to protect herself, immediately pointed at Denji and told Makima that he had ordered her to kill the monster. She claimed she had simply followed his instructions. Denji's fury flared at once. He turned to Makima and insisted that Power was lying, and that he had never given any such order. The two of them broke into a heated argument right there in front of Makima, who cut them both off sharply. Power then composed herself and apologized, promising it would not happen again. Makima accepted this and let the matter rest. Afterward, Denji and Power headed to a nearby market to pick up some drinks. It was there that Denji began to understand the real reason behind Power's behavior, why she despised devils as deeply as she did, and why she had lied to Makima to cover herself. Power sat with him and told him her story. She had once lived with a cat she adored more than anything in the world. Much like Denji with Pochita, she slept beside him at night and cherished his company. The cat had come to her one night, weak and badly injured after an encounter with a monster. She had given him her blood, and slowly, day by day, he had grown strong again. Then one day, a bat devil appeared and snatched the cat away. He gave Power an ultimatum: bring him a human, and he would return the cat. So Power turned to Denji. She asked him to go to the bat devil's lair, fight him, and bring her cat back. In return, she offered to let him touch her chest. Denji agreed on the spot, and the two of them set off toward the devil's territory, which sat deep in a desolate and eerie part of the city. But when they arrived, Power revealed her true intentions. She turned on Denji without warning and attacked him, knocking him unconscious. She then dragged his limp body inside the lair herself, intending to hand him over to the Bat Devil as promised. Meanwhile, on the other side of the city, Makima had gone to meet with the higher-ups at the organization to receive new directives. The senior officials warned her to keep her distance from Denji. They knew very little about what he truly was, and because of that uncertainty, they advised her not to grow too close to him. Makima took the advice and headed back. On the way, Aki asked her about Denji, having noticed that she had been thinking about him more than usual. She had no clear answer to give him. The scene then shifted back to Denji, who was in a desperate state. Power had fulfilled her end of the deal with the Bat Devil and handed over a human Denji just as she had promised. The Bat Devil drank deeply from Denji's blood, and his power surged significantly. But then the devil went back on his word entirely. Right in front of Power, he devoured her cat. It was only in that moment that Power understood what it felt like to watch something precious be destroyed before your eyes, the same agony Denji had carried since losing Pochita. She had not truly grasped that pain until now. Then the Bat Devil seized Power in his grip and swallowed her as well. Denji, battered and drained of blood, watched it happen. Something ignited in him. He pulled himself upright, steadied himself, and charged forward. The fight that followed was brutal. The Bat Devil was enormously powerful, and the two clashed with everything they had. During the battle, the devil grabbed Denji and launched into the sky, tearing into him while airborne. But Denji did not yield. He thought of Pochita. He reached for the rope on his chest and pulled it. In an instant, he became Chainsaw Man. His speed became impossible to track, and the Bat Devil could no longer keep up with him. Denji swung hard and severed one of the devil's arms cleanly, then pressed his attack with relentless force. Their battle carried them crashing down into the city, where buildings crumbled and streets were torn apart around them, yet neither stopped. In the end, Denji made his decision. He would finish it now. He slammed a car directly into the devil's face, then unleashed his chainsaws in one final, full-force strike, splitting the Bat Devil's entire body clean in two. After that, the scene shifted to a flashback of Power, when she was very happy with her cat and spent a lot of time with him. She had no manners, and at that time she did not wear clothes. Back in the present, when Denji killed the Bat Devil, Power came out from his body alive. Her cat was safe, and neither of them died because of Denji. She asked him why he saved her life, and Denji's reply was very interesting, which shocked Power greatly. He told her that he saved her life only for touching her chest. She agreed and told him that he could touch her chest anytime he needed. After hearing this, Denji became happy and thought about how he could touch her chest, because it was a very great moment for him. Then suddenly, a Leech Devil appeared and cut Denji's hand with her power and ate it. After this, Denji's condition became very disturbing because he did not know who she was. Then the Leech Devil revealed that she was the girlfriend of the Bat Devil and that they had promised each other to spend their whole lives together. She was very angry because Denji killed her boyfriend. She also told them that they had made a plan to eat all the humans on Earth. Then she started her attack on Denji and tried to kill him. During this, she injured him very badly. And at that time, Denji's chainsaw did not work well because too much of his blood had been wasted, and one of his hands was not attached to his body. He tried to transform into Chainsaw Man, but failed, and only a small chainsaw came out on his head, which was totally useless. But Denji did not give up and started fighting with the Leech Devil, who was very large in size. He tried to kill her with his small chainsaw, but failed because with that attack he could injure her badly but could not kill her. His own condition was not good either. In the end, the Leech Devil attacked him and brutally injured Denji and was close to killing him. Then suddenly, Aki appeared and killed the Leech Devil with a single sword attack. He came there with his partner named Himeno and was very angry at Power, because she had thrown Denji in front of the Bat Devil and gave him to be eaten. Because of this, he locked Power with chains. After everything, when Denji woke up, he saw Aki in front of him, who was very angry because this was against the rules of the organization. Aki wanted to tell everything to Makima, but Denji stopped him and told him that if he did not tell Makima about this, then he would follow every one of his rules and would not work against his orders. But this news had spread everywhere in the city, and everyone talked about the two monsters who had been killed by Makima's team. However, she did not know about that yet. After this, Aki quickly went towards Makima's office and reached there in a few minutes, where she only asked him who killed those monsters. Aki was the closest person to Makima and knew every secret about her, and she also trusted him greatly. So, Aki told her that Power and Denji went to a dangerous area for fun. But from that point they saw a quiet and scary house, where a bat devil suddenly appeared. They both attacked him and killed the devil. In the middle of it, a leech devil also appeared, and they both killed her as well. She was the girlfriend of the bat devil, and they had planned to eat all the humans in the city. But for the sake of Denji's promise, Aki did not tell her that Power had cheated Denji during the fight and gave him to the bat devil. He also did not tell her that Denji's hand had been cut off during the fight. The only reason was that from then on, Denji had agreed to follow his every order and would not do anything wrong. When Aki went away, the next day he woke up in his apartment, quickly freshened up, and started making his coffee. After that, he started cleaning the house because he was very neat and clean and did not like mess. While he was working, Denji also woke up. Then Aki started making breakfast. At that time, there was a loud knock on their apartment door. They both thought that a devil had come there to kill them, but it was Power, who came there to live with them on Makima's orders. Aki did not like this because she was very careless. He called Makima, and she told him that she only trusted him and wanted Power to live there under his watch. Aki agreed, though with anger. Then after some time, when Denji was cleaning the bathroom, Power suddenly came in and locked the door. She told him that it was now time to fulfill the promise, and that he could touch her chest 3 times. Denji was very happy to hear this, and his heart was filled with joy. He started touching Power's chest with warm feelings, and she liked it very much. Denji touched her chest 3 times, and after that she became very happy and told him that he was very lucky because in his whole life, only he had touched her chest. Then she went outside, but Denji was not happy because he had not clearly touched her chest, and because of this, he did not feel any real joy. After this, Denji reached Makima's office because she had called him for an important meeting, but she became quiet when she saw Denji's face, which was completely lost in thought from the moment he had touched Power's chest. He was thinking about one thing, whether the joy that people felt after touching was really like this, and he felt that it was not satisfying at all. So Makima asked him about his problem. He told her that he wanted to touch a girl's chest clearly, without any disturbance, but that he had already touched one girl's chest and could not feel happy. After hearing this, Makima told him about the real joy that one feels after touching. She told him that before touching anyone, he should first look into her eyes, make a warm connection with her, and then appreciate her before touching. After doing all of this, he would then touch her chest and feel much better. Saying this, she also took his hand and practically demonstrated it with Denji by placing his hand on her chest so he could understand the feeling. Denji was shocked that his senior did this with him. In the end, Makima came to the real topic and told him about the most powerful and dangerous gun devil who had appeared in that city 16 years ago and killed 1.5 million people in a single attack. In that attack, Aki's entire family had also died. When Aki was at his house playing, his whole family was killed except for his sister. From that time, the gun devil had disappeared and had not appeared again in 16 years. But all the organization's teams wanted to kill him at any cost, as he was extremely dangerous and had the ability to kill hundreds of thousands of people in a single attack. Denji then realized how dangerous the gun devil truly was. Makima then gave him an offer. If he killed the gun devil, she would give him her whole body, and Denji could do whatever he wanted with her. This shocked him greatly because the offer was perfect for him. After that, Makima gave him the body parts of the gun devil, which were present in the world in different shapes and looked like weapons. She also gave one bullet to Denji, and when he got close to the gun devil, the body part would give him a clue that the gun devil was near. Denji then took the bullet with him and gave it to Aki to keep it safe. Then the whole team reached the front of a building where Makima told them that a devil was inside and had taken control of the entire building. But before entering the building, they both made a plan about how they would kill the devil inside and also thought about whether it was the gun devil or not. Then Himeno told Denji that if the gun devil was present inside and Denji killed him, she would give him a long kiss. After hearing this, Denji became very happy and quickly rushed inside the building. His teammate Aki quickly stopped him and became angry at him because they could not fight against monsters just to fulfill their personal wishes, and it was not going to be easy. Then they all started walking inside the building, which was completely quiet and had no humans present because the devil had taken full control. But after some time, they all realized that they had been trapped inside a devil's trick, because no matter how much they walked through the building, they always ended up at the same place. Because of this, all the teammates fell into deep confusion and depression, because they did not know what type of devil this was or how they could fight against him. Especially, one of their teammates, named Kobani, was extremely scared after seeing their situation. They all were in great depression about how they could save their lives from the devil because they were now all under his control. Because of this, Kobeni was very scared and started crying because she did not want to die. They all gathered in a room and started making a plan to get outside, which was not easy at all, but they all decided that in every condition they would get out of that building. But Denji was relaxed and did not fear the devil at all, because he knew that during a fight with the devil, only two things could happen: either they died or the devil died, and one of these would happen no matter what. Saying this, he started sleeping on the bed, which shocked them all because they were in great trouble and their teammate was completely relaxed. After seeing Kobeni's condition, Power started laughing at her because she thought they would all die in that building. Kobeni also told everyone that she wanted to go to school for studying, as that was her real work, and that hunting devils was not her job. Her brother had sent her there. After hearing this, Power laughed at her even more because of her cowardice. After that, Arai and Kobeni lay on the bed in fear and thought only about the devil and what would happen to them next. They did this while watching Denji sleep. On the other side, Himeno was also relaxed and smoked by the window. Then Aki came and told her not to smoke because it was bad for her health. But she did not stop and also invited Aki to join her. He rejected the offer. Then, the scene shifted to Himeno's past, when she was living with her girlfriend in a relationship. But one day, her girlfriend slapped her on the face and destroyed the whole relationship for one reason. Aki had told her to leave his sister, because of her girlfriend. Himeno had started smoking and Aki did not like it. Told her sister that she had done this because living with that type of girlfriend would have ruined her life. Then Aki started smoking after seeing Himeno, and they all came outside after hearing a loud voice. The voice did not belong to a human, it was the devil, who was very powerful and was in liquid form. After coming in front of them, the devil told them that he would let all of them go if they gave him Denji to eat. After hearing this, all of them were shocked, and out of fear, Kobeni tried to attack Denji to kill him. But in the middle, Aki and Himeno stopped her because they did not want to give their teammate to the devil to be eaten. Then Himeno tried to kill the devil with her power and injured him badly, but it did not work. The devil started increasing the size of his body because of one thing. This devil grew larger by feeding on the fear of people. If their fear increased, the devil's body grew bigger, and otherwise, he remained in his normal condition. Then they all sat on the ground and started looking at him, thinking that if they gave Denji to him, they would all survive. But Aki did not want this. Then Kobeni's fear increased, and seeing that, the devil grew his body very quickly. They all started running again to save their lives. After seeing this, Himeno became ready to kill Denji. She quickly paralyzed Aki's body with her power, and then Kobeni tried to kill him with a knife. But in the middle, Aki quickly appeared and she injured him very badly. This greatly impressed Denji how Aki had saved his life. Then Aki told all of them that he needed Denji more than any of them, because Denji was the one who could fight against the gun devil without any fear. Then, they all realized that Denji was a weapon for fighting against the gun devil. In the end, Denji made a plan to go inside the devil's body and told all of them that since he did not fear the devil could not kill him easily, and if he went inside his body, he could kill him from the inside very easily. It was a great plan for killing the devil, and all the teammates agreed. Denji then jumped inside the mouth of the devil,